this first part in, show you not the proper way to do it, and prove that this little paint's not hard or broke. You know, I could try the redneck version and just pull him along. This is what happen. It wouldn't be a good scenario. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Just like on that Wheeling coat a while back, I start pushing the hip. And I'm just going to work bending him on the side to side at first. As long as I got him pushing forward, going forward, I don't have to worry about it. I can slowly increase my pressure excuse me, on him and try to make it as least invasive as I can. So it's pretty cut and dry, simple. I just get back there and keep driving them forward. Now get them starting on the bend as I'm driving them forward. So it gets used to what that halter feels like. And periodically you'll see me stop and give him a pull when I feel like he's relaxed enough and he won't try to back off on the halter. And this is pretty much all filmed in real time, what you're seeing right here. I'm just going slow and easy. I don't get in a hurry. I just do what needs to be done. As you see, I'm just keep flipping that back at that hip. Right there I'm pulling and disengaging that hiney and letting them know where that halter means. Right there, he pulled on me a little bit. If I got a long enough rope, I can pull and release it when I need to. And you're going to, at some point here, you're going to really see me pulling on this halter after he gets used to knowing what that halter is. My horses, when I halter break them, when nobody else has ever messed with them, I never had to break them to tie because they automatically know how to tie. Because they know what that halter means and they know how to give the pressure. It all comes from, magic is that hip. If I keep him moving forward, you notice how I don't hardly have to pull on that lead to get him on the bend. If he does try to get stiff on me, I just move that hip a little bit more. Right there, his nose went up a little bit, so you saw me drop my hand a little bit, my left hand. So I keep his head down. I say, when horse training is going good, it's boring. Not much excitement to it. Let's get a little paint horse. I'd say he's one of the ones came from Arizona. Nobody could get a halter on him. And this session, you saw me how I got a halter on with no problem. Right there was nice. We disengaged pretty soft. And we're working the other way for a little bit. Right there you see me drop my hand a little bit. That way I can keep that nose down some. So he knows what the pressure is now and I don't have to worry about him flipping up. And just keep driving him forward, drive that hip. Keep this horse relaxed. If I get him on the fight, it'll all go downhill. He's bigger than I am. Right there, he's trying to pull away a little bit. I just flip out his hip a little bit. Get a hip move away from me, and then his head, if I hold my hands right, his head's going to move towards me. Now I'm going to move up close, starting to work on them one of the 6 points I'm always talking about on a horse's body. I'm going to just get up close and get that horse's hip moved. And at some point you'll see me walk out of it and I'll pull on the halter. Because basically I got to teach this horse what the halter is before I start pulling forward. As you saw at the beginning of this video, if I tried to keep pulling forward, it would have been I wouldn't be having these same results as what I'm having right now. So like I said, the magic is that hip. I can control hip on a horse, I control the lead changes, I control the half passes, I control all kinds of stuff. Their spins, you name it. And right now I'm using it to halter break this. I found out later on, this 3-year-old. And then when he does do something right, make sure I pad on him right now, and pull, disengage and pull forward. And I'm going to use his movement to my advantage. You're going to see me, I'm going to pull that head around now because he knows how, a little bit on a vertical. Now I'm not pulling all at once, I'm slowly putting pressure, putting pressure, putting pressure, putting pressure. So that way when he does get to it, I can take that pressure off of him. I'm not just going to snap his head right now. And at the end of this session, this is going to be a 4-parter, I'm afraid. But at the end of this session, you'll see the difference. Right now, I'm going to pull on him. I'm going to pull again, release. He comes forward, release. Pull again, release. Pull again, release. Pull again, and release. I'm not completely pulling forward either. I'm pulling a little bit to the side. Pull again and release. I'm going to pet on him. Let him know he's doing a good job. Now already in these 7 minutes of this tape, you can already see a big difference in this horse from the beginning to right now. Like I said, this is filmed in real time, people. Right now, I don't hardly pull. By the time I'm done with this horse and this tape on part 4, you'll see it. But I want him to come forward just with the bend of my wrist, and you can see it on the end of this tape also. And if you watch my left hand towards the end, you can see it. Right there, it's coming a little bit softer. You've got to know what his halter is, but I can't just start pulling on him at the beginning because he would have been rearing up and everything like he was doing. But with me working that hip, getting that head to bend, I can go to that point now, and I don't have to worry about him coming up or backing up on me. Yes, I'm going to pet him on the neck, let him know he did good. Right there, that was nice. He came to that halter, and he had a little bit of forward movement, which is great. I mean, to me, one step that soft is fantastic. Right there, I'm bending my wrist, waiting for him, wait. Right there, he gave to me, so you saw I take the pressure off him. Bend that wrist, he gives to me, I'm going to take that pressure off him. Now, just 2 minutes ago, I had to pull on his head. Right there, right now, you're going to see me just slowly increase my pressure, and then go. So this is the end of